a problem, Pastor Anderson,
yes, sir.
with, I don't have a problem with God's people. I got a problem with church people.
Come on.
Because church people are real plastic.
Yes.
Today they can be super saints, but on tomorrow they can be super hellish. Talk back to me. Today they can lift their hands in the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Today they can tell you I fast. Today they can tell you I pray 3 times a day.
Yeah.
But tonight when you flip on Facebook, you be like, that's not the same person that was just singing praise and worship. I know that's not the same person that was shouting throughout the whole sanctuary. They got bottles in the club. Everybody getting tipsy. And watch this. God says, I'm tired of faking the funk. I'm tired of y'all acting one way. I'm tired of y'all giving me lip service. I'm tired of you just living any kind of way. He says, I watch you come in. Sometimes I even watch with cameras set up around the sanctuary. I watch them in the parking lot. They pull up in the parking lot, listening to different music. But when they come into the sanctuary, they're totally different people. Yes. God says, I'm looking for some people that's gonna keep it real. I'm looking for some people that, watch this, keep every part of them covered. Why? Because somebody else might be looking at you.
Amen.
There's some scriptures to talk about, son. Watch this. If my right hand was stopping me from getting to where I need to get to, cut it off.
Cut it off.
I wish I had somebody just type cut it off.
Yeah.
You know what your cut off is. You know what's stopping you. You know what's messing you up with everybody else.
Cut it off.
If I had a sin, son, I wouldn't let you know what it is, because I got to keep myself covered, because I don't want to block you or stop you from getting where you go. He said, cut it off.
Cut it off.
Gonna stop me from getting to heaven. Cut it off.
Yeah.
If the Alice ain't gonna stop me, cut it off.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
The lingerie gonna stop me, cut it off.
Yeah. It's amazing to me that God would use Isaiah some hundreds of years before Christ get here to tell the church, I'm tired of the hypocrisy. He says to them, I'm tired of you all dressing up the outside but never inspecting the inside. I'm tired of you detailing the outside of your car but never allowing the trash on the inside to be taken out. I'm tired of you sweeping stuff under the rug but only sweeping around. I'm tired of you putting a fresh coat of paint on the wall but never getting a towel and cleaning the wall. God told Isaiah, tell them I'm tired of the mess. I'm really tired of the things that you're doing, and if you don't cut it off, I'm going to cut you off. He says to them, Isaiah, can I have your attention, please? He said, Isaiah, I need to get your attention, because what I need you to do, Isaiah, don't be afraid to tell them what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to call men out. Don't be afraid of hurting their feelings. Don't be afraid of rebuking them. And can I put a pin right there? Listen, can I tell you, corrective criticism is not church hurt. Corrective criticism is not nobody hating on you. It's somebody loving you enough to say, you gonna hurt yourself if you don't stop. There is nothing wrong with somebody beating you every now and then, as long as they're doing it out of love.
My God.
Can I suggest to you that not only does a car need an oil change every now and then, we need one too.
Wow.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Listen, Pastor brought something in that was crazy. I hear a lot of people saying because the pastor pulled them in the office, check them. That pastor don't like them, that he don't say nothing to nobody else. But here, every time my pastor calls me and tell me I need to come to Milwaukee because he need to check me. Watch this. I get excited.
Yes, sir.
Because when I leave out of his office, and after he checked me, I'm running through the hall like, Pastor just checked me.
Yeah.
Pastor just got on me. Pastor just put me back in my place. Why? Because he cares for me. If your pastor don't never pull you in, don't never tell you about yourself, then you might have a problem because he just might not care for you. But real leaders catch you in the midst of what you're going through. Stop you. Now, you might be mad for a second, but sooner or later, it's going to work in your favor. I wish I had help up here. Amen. Go ahead.
I had to fly down to Florida the first Sunday in May after I got done with service. And as we were boarding the plane, the clerk in the PA says, can I have your attention, please? There's a storm that's taking place in the Nashville area. And it's not supposed to be bad, but we wanted to warn you. And as we were boarding the plane, and the plane was getting close, pilot came on and said, we're 20 minutes from your destination, but there's a storm that's waiting. And we got there, they got into the storm, the pilot come back on and said, brace yourself. This storm is a little worse than what we expected. The pilot said, but don't worry. This is not my first time bringing others through a storm. The plane began to shake and it began to fall a little bit. The pilot came back on and said, can I have your attention, please? Whatever you do, don't get out your seat. We're going to make it through this storm. Worried, sitting in that plane, the only thing I can say, God, not like this. But even while I was doing that, the pilot kept coming on to reassure us that we were going to make it through the storm. Can I suggest to you that as the mailman today, that if we can have your attention for no other reason, can we have your attention and tell you you're going to make it through this storm you're facing, you're going to make it through this trying time, but the only way for you to make it is for you to put yourself in the right person's hand. You got to put yourself in the right position. And who hands should you be in? In the hands of the Lord. Don't get caught up on leaders. Don't get caught up on pastors. Don't get caught up on men and women of God. Put your hands in the hands of the man that can calm the sea. Put your hand in the hands of the man that's able to speak peace in the midst of chaos. Put your hand in the hands of the Lord. He says to him, right here in verse number 4, he says, you're fasting, but you're doing it for strife. You're doing it for debate. And you're doing it because you want to fight. He said you're fasting, but you're doing it for the wrong purpose. That's why you're not getting the right results. That's why cancer won't come out your family, because you're fasting, but it ain't for the right reason. That's why you can't break generational curses, because you're doing things, but you're doing it for the wrong reason. Can I tell you that if you really want God's attention and you want God to have your attention, it won't be hard for you to cut folks off. It won't be hard for you to come away from some things. Can I tell you, if this pandemic didn't teach you nothing else, it taught you that the stuff you thought was important ain't even important.
Wow.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Hey, I don't know if y'all know, if you notice, God put America, the world, on fast.
Yeah.
Why? Because we wouldn't do it ourselves. Why? Because the leaders wouldn't pull one together. God says, I got to have the whole world, number one, to stop everything they do.
Yes, sir.
I got to stop them from spending money. I got to stop them from seeing their honey. I got to stop them from going to their job. I got to stop them from getting their hair done. I got to stop them from getting their nails done. I got to stop them from going outside. I need them to just fast.
Yes, sir.
Watch this and not complain about it.
Amen. Yeah.
Because you got nothing else to do, because the whole world is doing it at the same time. God got a funny sense of humor.
Yes, sir.
He has a way of making things work in his favor. Because couldn't nobody tell us that the entire world would shut down. Nobody could have ever told me that every store in the world were going to shut down. Nobody could have ever told me that we didn't even need street lights to tell the truth, because wouldn't nobody be on the roads. that gas stations would be closing, watch this, at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. God has a funny sense of humor that put all of us, watch this, on house arrest to sit in really to get his attention.
Yeah.
Now, for the real saints, watch this, we were in God's face. We were saying, God, watch this. We done watched all of Netflix. I've seen all CSIs. Ain't got nothing else left but the Word. So those of us got together, watch this. We start digging in the Word. He says, some of y'all been fasting to show other people, look how long I went.
That's it.
Some of y'all been fasting talking about, I'm on a fast. Watch this. When you on a real fast, you ain't got to say nothing.
Nothing.
Sure, temptation gonna come. You just say you don't want it. I wish I had help up in here. He says, many of y'all been fasting. It's about debate, how long you did it, what you cooked to make it happen, how you made it happen. God says when you on a fast, it's quiet. Closed mouth. Don't say nothing. You ain't got to make the announcement.
Come on.
When you in the face of God, you ain't got to say nothing. When you're in the face of God, you ain't got to move to nobody else's music. He says, y'all been fasting, but you've been fasting for the wrong reason.
He goes and he tells Isaiah, he say, tell them that your fast hurt your stomach, but not your soul.
Whoa.
He says that your fasting changed the complex of your character, but it did not change the condition of your heart. He said it caused you to want to tell others what you were doing, but it did not show them how it was affecting you. You were so busy mouthing off about your fast that you forgot to pray. You were so busy trying to make it obvious in your outward appearance that you never dressed up your inside. You never made sure that you humbled yourself. You made sure to exalt the fast, but you never humbled your spirit. God said to Isaiah, look, I need for you to tell them that what they're doing ain't even getting no results.
So what you saying, son, really, they fasting, but really it has no effect because they're fasting, but they're only fasting off of what they're fasting off of. I'll get you in a minute. I used to be slow too. Let me come get you. In other words, watch this. I'm fasting, but I have no results of prayer going along with it. I'm fasting, but I ain't talking to the master. I'm fasting, but I ain't got no scripture to go along with it. I'm just fasting. I'm not eating. I'm not using my cell phone, and can I make an announcement? It's all in vain.
All in vain.
If you're not going to do it correctly, then don't do it at all.
It's amazing to me that anytime you deposit anything spiritually, you're going to reap spiritually.
Wow.
How can we say that we are fasting, but there's no spiritual fruit to show it? How can we say that we are doing a spiritual attribute, but then there is no spiritual contribute coming from God?
Wow.
You better say that.
It amazes me that many of us have longevity in fasting, but we have no history of the results of it.
My God.
Isaiah, God says to Isaiah, he says, is there such a fast that I chose? He asked him, he said, Isaiah, I just want to know, did I put them on this fast? Did I tell them they were going to get blessed? Did I tell them, did I even speak to you, Isaiah, and tell them that I'm calling for a fast? Because what I'm seeing is a thing of tradition. I'm seeing a thing of custom. I'm seeing a religious ritual, but there is no spiritual connection behind it. And can I tell you that anytime we replace religious rituals with a spiritual connection, we will always find ourselves in a traditional lockdown. God says to Isaiah, I need for them to understand that they're fasting to the flesh, and of the flesh they're going to reap, but when they're fasting to the spirit, things will change. Doctor report will
there's things that begin to start happening around you. The problem that began to start happening around you, watch this, is not, here it is, it's not always good.
That's it.
Usually when you're fasting and you're fasting correctly, hell's gonna break loose.
That's
When you're fasting and fasting correctly, the enemy's coming. You don't believe me? Come here, Jesus. I know you're in the room. I know you're in the area. Jesus said, I was fasting for 40 days. I was out there. I was fasting. I was giving God all of me. And out of nowhere, watch this. Food didn't come. The supermarket, I didn't get a breakthrough. But watch this. The enemy came at me. I hear many times people say I fasted, and because I was fasting, the train track, the car wreck didn't happen. Can I make an announcement? Usually, if you're fasting, the car wreck is gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
Usually, when you're fasting, your children are gonna get in trouble. Usually, when you're fasting, you're gonna go through.
Yes, sir.
When you're fasting correctly, the enemy's coming at you. Jesus said, I was up here 40 days, minding my business, fasting, getting my fast on, ain't nobody around me, because when you fast, you're by yourself. 40 days. By myself, doing it by myself. And watch this, it's a fast that my Father and myself called. It's not a fast that, watch this, we called on our own, but it's a spiritual fast that has been sent by my Father. And that's when you know that the enemy, because the enemy's coming, he came and he tempted him. If you're going through a fast, watch this, and you're not tempted, you're probably not fasting.
Now that's amazing. And what he's referencing, Matthew chapter number 4, I want y'all to go over there real quick. In Matthew chapter number 4, not only is hell coming, not only is temptation coming, but psychological battles has to take place when real fasting is transpiring.
Wow, good stuff.
He didn't just tempt him with food. He didn't just tempt him with the treasures of this earth. But finally he told him, throw yourself down and the angels will come and save you. Can I tell you that when you are really fasting, those psychological battles are going to come? You ain't got to tell me amen. You ain't got to be real, because some of y'all might want a phone and kick it. But when you are really fasting, you go through a battlefield in the mind. You wonder if God really told you to fast. You wonder if God really called you to do this. You wonder if God really is in the midst of your ministry. But can I tell you that when you are on a real fast, not only will these things come, but after this, somebody type after this. After this, God will say, I'm well pleased. After this, God will turn around and begin to add to your life. The scripture says that when Jesus came down, God began to add to this ministry. He went and got Peter. He went and got James. He went and got Andrew. God added after the fast. Some of us, we worse off after the fast than what we was when we went on it. And yet we still have not got the concept that the fast was purposeless. I recall a few years ago when I got on Facebook, saw a few preachers who were fasting, and they kept putting on there, I'm so hungry. They kept putting on there, this fast is doing this and that. And I inboxed them. I said, you can stop fasting now. You got everything you were going to get. He says, who are you to tell me that? I say, well, I'm the mailman that's delivering you the mail that you wouldn't pick up from the post office yourself. Because I don't know about you, but in Matthew chapter number 6, if I'm not mistaken, the scripture says that they that fast do it in secret.
Yes, sir.
Don't allow your physical out appearance to be no different than what it was if you were not fasting. So what you have done was got all the glory you were going to get from man, so you can stop your fast. Can I tell you this? That when you're on a real fast, you're going to separate yourself from people. Jesus separated himself, went into the mountains. He got away from any distractions. And you'll know when the fast, like Bishop said, you'll know when the fast is sincere because Satan gonna find you where you are.
Yes, sir.
Satan's gonna send somebody to reach you right where you are. And can I put this right there? Not only will he reach you right where you are, but he'll try to bring you down to where you've been.
Wow.
But when the fast is sincere, when the fast is of God, he will supply you not just spiritual insight on Satan, but he'll supply you the strength and grace that you need to make it through this storm.
It's not a matter of how long you fast. It's a matter of what you do in the fast.
In the fast. Yes, sir.
See, you can go 40 days fasting, but if you're complaining through the 40 days, the fast was over. God will get more glory out of a person who fasts for, watch this, 1 hour and mean it from the bottom of their heart and not complain in it. He'll get more glory out of that.
Yes.
I'm closing, son. It's about, watch this, and I'm gonna let you just take it on because you got that better voice than me. Watch this. He gets more glory out of us giving him all of us. He said, Isaiah, I need you to talk to him. I need you to lay down the law. I need you to give it to him. Watch this. And I need it in this season because we live in a season, watch this, of real people.
Yeah.
The Bible says that our young people will be wiser.
Yes, sir.
And they're smart, but they're weak. They'll become wiser, but they'll become weaker. Have we ever seen a bunch of smart, dumb people? Is that season that we live in now. Young people who are completely smart, but do some of the most silliest things that has ever been done. Not that we haven't ever done anything crazy, but they take challenges. Nothing matters. They act as if the world belongs to them. He says, I need some preachers. I need somebody that's getting ready to watch this, that come and give it to them without cutting anything. Give it to them 100 so that they're able to understand it, to be able to chop it up. Grandmama did something, and I'm done. Grandmama did something when we were growing up.
Yes, sir.
In my grandmother's house, my sister, watch this. Everybody in the house ate what everybody else ate. The babies and all.